Alright, Spot Monkeys, welcome to another review with me being a Spot Monkey myself. Before I start, I have a complaint, okay? Last Monday, TNA advertised the Knockouts Knockdown 2014 on their Facebook page and their Twitter page. A DVD that I already have, as you can see. The thing is, we didn't even get a DVD release for the 2015 Knockouts Knockdown. We didn't even get one, and we probably aren't gonna get one for this year Knockouts Knockdown 2016 as well. And I have been bitching and moaning and bitching for a while now to get a Knockouts Knockdown 2016 DVD release, and these motherfuckers are here playing and advertising an old shit. Why, I don't know. Why we aren't getting a 2015 or 2016 DVD release is beyond me. I don't know why, but I still fucking want a DVD release for both 2015 and 16. Okay, I don't know if the pay-per-view for this year 2016 is still available on the website for video on demand, but I don't fucking want to see it on video on demand. I want it in a fucking DVD. I want to hold it in my fucking hand and have it in my collection. Okay, so I still want a release, but we're probably not going to get it, and I don't know why, and it pisses me off. So bad advertising, TNA. Really, really bad. Get your shit together. But anyways, I already plan on doing some TNA shopping in November, and I already picked out the things that I'm going to buy, so don't worry, I still put money into your company. Now then, the show starts off with a match. It's always better, it's always good if a show or wrestling show starts off with a match instead of a promo, because as you know, I'm not really a big fan of too much talking. You know, so it was a really great feeling having the show start off with a fucking match. And it was a Impact Grand Champion match with Drew Galloway versus Eddie Edwards. Drew Galloway had the first round, Eddie Edwards had the second round, with ultimately Drew Galloway winning via split decision. And I think it was very obvious that Drew Galloway was going to win this match, and I have said it 2 times in my review that this year's Bound for Glory is going to be a bit too predictable, but I still hope that I'm completely wrong, and that it doesn't, and that any of the matches will be too predictable. You know, I still hope that there's gonna be some changes, tables will still turn around, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but we'll see. And even if the whole pay-per-view were to be as I predicted, it still doesn't really matter. I just hope that the pay-per-view is going to be a damn good show, and that each match delivers, because at the end of the day, that is what matters. That is what people will be talking about, especially if it has been a good show, which I'm pretty sure it damn will be. So after the match, EC3 came out and was sort of exchanging words with Drew Galloway. So after they exchanged words, Lashley came out, and as he was walking down to the ring, Mike Bennett then attacked EC3 from behind, with Lashley helping him out. And after that, Moose then came out, and then Moose started a brawl with Lashley and Bennett, but ultimately Mike Bennett and Lashley had the upper hand. So that's how that promo ended. After that, we had a post-promo match, or how the hell you want to call it, with Eli Drake and Aaron Rex, basically just giving a promo talking about having a few words before their match. And after that, we had a Bound for Glory video promo with of Broken Matt Hardy, which was really cool. I liked how they did that, you know. I liked how they're making this pay-per-view a big deal. You know, the focus is literally on the pay-per-view come next week. You know, they have been working really hard and really long and hard for this, so everything looks in place right now. You know, everything looks really good. So now after that, we had another Impact Grand Champion match, Aaron Rex versus Eli Drake. Oh, by the way, the match between Drew and Eddie was okay. You know, was solid. Aaron Rex had the first round, Eli Drake had the second round, but ultimately Aaron Rex got the win with the three with the pin. Also obvious that Aaron West was going to win this ring, just as I predicted that the outcome will be Drew versus Aaron Rex. As far as who's going to win at Bound for Glory goes, I said maybe Aaron Rex is going to win it, but I'm having a I don't know about that. I think Drew Galloway is gonna go away with this one, you know, because they have been the focus has sort of really been on him being this whole heel and aggressor and all of that. So we'll see. But it was a good match, you know. Definitely, Eli Drake was definitely better in this match. I guess it has to do with who you work with then. But good match, good stuff. After that, we had a little backstage segment with Decay. Basically, they're talking about discussing what they're gonna do to the Hardys, what they're gonna say. And then you had Vanguard 1, the drone, flying, spying on them, with basically Senior Benjamin coming out of the drone as a hologram, which is the best fucking shit. The best way of, how should I say it? It's the most creative thing ever in pro wrestling, having a drone and including the hologram. Like, this is seriously some good shit. But Senior Benjamin came out of the drone, shown as a hologram, and basically laughing. And then he had the the shuffle, which said delete, and that's how Vanguard 1 flew back home, and that's how the promo, the segment ended. Good shit, really good shit. After that, we had a promo from Cody, who will make his in-ring debut at Bound for Glory. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this year's Bound for Glory really is a big fucking deal. So, after that, we had another in-ring segment. This was a rather long segment, and then I'm talking about the one of Broken Matt Hardy, Brother Nero, and DK, so I'm gonna do a little talking here. Rosemary said, "The Great War will be the end of every Hardy." Abyss says that at the Great War, Decay is gonna destroy what's left of the Hardy legacy, and that will be beautiful. Steve says, "Sending your mechanical animal after us is a welcome invitation. We do not fear the Great War, we embrace it, welcome it with open arms, because we know that when the Great War is over and nature has finally taken its course, these zombie sheep and your broken billions will belong to Decay." And then Broken Matt appears in the crowd. He says, "You now exist in a broken universe, literally. A universe that is magic. Vanguard 1 magic. You wish for all magic to decay. For that sin we must go to battle at the Great War. And with the entire world as our battlefield, I can bludgeon each of you demons again, and again, and again." Or however he does. He only knows how to do it. "Until I delete your tag team title reigns." And then Jeff appears. Jeff says, "I have embraced my fate of being broken. At the Great War, we will twist Decay's fate. Abyss will no longer be beautiful. Steve will no longer be crazy. Rosemary, you just won't be Rosie anymore. You wish you were broken, instead you will be obliterated and rendered obsolete." And then he starts singing, "You'll fade away and classify yourself as obsolete," with the crowd being behind him saying obsolete. And then Rosemary says, "We fear nothing, we are the death dealers. Bring your Great War, it will be the Hardys that are bound for Decay." And then a minute after that, the lights go out, and then the lights turn back on, and then we see Steve and Abyss being tied to the ring post, or strapped to the ring post, with Rabbi being in the ring attacking Rosemary. Of course, Rosemary goes out of the ring. And then Rabbi says, "After next week, your mother will be the one left without a baby." Wow, this is so fucking good. So fucking good. Everything. This whole build up, and not just only the Hardys, their story, but actually everything they have been working on towards Bound for Glory is so fucking good. This is how you do it. You know, this is how you fucking do it. Not like how the other side does it, you know. After that, we had a X Division match for the X Division title, DJC versus Trevor Lee. This was a really short match. Mostly DJC had the upper hand. Of course, DJC was gonna win this match, but after the match, both Trevor and Everett attacked DJC, but out comes the Wolf Eddie Edwards to save the day. So after the match, so after that, Eddie Edwards grabbed the microphone and he basically asked DJC for a shot at the title next week, and DJC obviously, of course, gives him that. And my problem with this right now is that why Eddie Edwards? He has given so many shots. He has been in the title picture for so many times. Why not give it to someone else? And there's nothing wrong with Eddie Edwards. You know, guy's a good wrestler, but honestly, to be honest with you, he's boring. He's boring on the mic, his character is boring, and he's becoming stale, you know. They should just give it to someone else. They should give the other guys a shot too, you know. At this point, I wouldn't even care if they put it on Spot again. Spot is fucking entertainment. That guy entertains me. Trevor Lee entertains me. Andrew Everett, especially him. He is actually the one that should be getting a shot right now. Because Trevor Lee had his shot, DJC, Eddie Edwards, Spot had his shot. I think Manders even had his shot. Andrew Everett is the only one so far that actually didn't have a one-on-one shot for the X Division title, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. My guy in the X Division, in that X Division right now is Andrew Everett. That's my number one guy right now in that division. Not that I don't care about the other one, but I want them to push Andrew Everett because this guy is fucking awesome. You should see him in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, how he wrestles. This guy is literally Jack Evans 2.0. Which, by the way, Jack Evans has been in TNA before, and he's now in Lucha Underground. No one does wrestling, does the high-flying shit and all of that like Jack Evans. You have your Willow Spray, you have your Ricochet, you have your Sex Sabers or whatever, but Jack Evans, this guy literally is the best at when it comes to doing awesome moves. He's fucking insane with his moveset. Okay, they should give Andrew Everett the shot now. He is the only one that hasn't really gotten that push, you know. WWE would do a shit like this, you know, where they would have the same guy getting a shot again. You want a variety of people getting the title shot, you know, or being in the title picture, you know what I mean? Come on, seriously. It gets old. It gets old. So, but anyways, no problem. After that, we had a public workout from Maria, where basically Ali kind of brings out her opponent, which happens to be Lucius Latasha. Some of you won't be familiar with her because she wrestles at the Indies in Shine Wrestling and sometimes Shimmer Wrestling. She's in both these DVDs, and then I'm talking about Lucius Latasha. She's not that great of a wrestler, but she is entertaining, though I will say that. But she was the girl that came out and faced Maria, and of course she lost. But then after that, another person came out to face Maria in a sort of a ninja clothing, ninja way, doing ninja moves. At first, I thought it was Liva Bates, but later on, when she had removed the mask, it was shown that it was Gail Kim. It was really fucking funny. So while Gail Kim was attempting to do the eat defeat on Maria, Sienna then came out and attacked her. So that's basically how that segment ended. They shouldn't sign Lucius Latasha, though, I will say that, because that would be a waste of money, to be honest with you. Not being mean or harsh or anything, but Lucius Latasha is not a big deal, so don't sign her TNA. Sign Madison Eagle or Liva Bates, who I've mentioned. Which, by the way, she is the tag team partner of Jade back in Shine Wrestling, known as the Lucha Sisters. So, if you're gonna sign someone from Shine Wrestling, don't sign Lucius Latasha. Either sign Madison Eagles or Liva Bates or even hell, Saraya Knight. Holy shit, I would love for Saraya Knight to be in fucking TNA. She is the best woman that does heel. That does the heel character like no one else. Brittany, Paige, her mother, best fucking female heel ever in pro wrestling, honestly. Well, in today's generation at least. So after that we had the main event. EC3 teaming up with Moose against Lashley and Mike Bennett, which was definitely an entertaining match. I really enjoyed the match. EC3 and Moose, I like the chemistry between the two. The way they were tag teaming, it was really good to see that they were able to get along and all of that, and not like Mike Bennett and Lashley, of course. But EC3 and Moose got the win. But after the match, Moose and Bennett fight their way out in the back. Lashley and EC3 were brawling in the ring. You had the referees coming out trying to stop them. Then later on, you had some of the X-Divisions wrestlers coming out to try to hold them back. But then Billy Corgan comes out and says next week, Lashley and EC3 will be captain of their teams. So there are gonna be two teams, and EC3 and Lashley are gonna be captain of those teams. With the winner, with each team, if EC3 his team wins, he gets to pick the stipulation. If Lashley his team wins, he gets to pick the stipulation, and it's gonna be a lethal lockdown type of match, which is next week at the Go Home show. So really good. But if my memory serves me right, I think they already did something like that a few years back, where there were also teams. I think MVP was the leader of one team, and then Bobby Roode was the leader of one team, and if I'm not mistaken, Bully Ray was the special guest referee. I think they already did. I don't know if it was the same case though, where if a team wins they have to choose the stipulation. I don't think that was the, I don't know. Oh, now I remember. It wasn't the same case as this, but it was it was also a lethal lockdown, but it wasn't the same case where that storyline was where if Bobby Roode's team were to win, he gets 5% of the company share, so to speak. So yeah, now I remember. So, but anyways, next week is the Go Home show, so I am expecting a lot of talking. So it's good that we have the lethal lockdown next week, and also this boring ass Eddie Edwards wrestling DJC for the X Division title next week, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. But either way, things are set for Bound for Glory. Literally, Bound for Glory is going to be a big fucking deal next week. So I cannot wait to fucking see it. I just hope it's not going to be as predictable as I predict it to be, you know, and I hope things won't happen in the main event, because I've mentioned it a couple of times that whenever the title is on the line, especially on pay-per-view, it shouldn't be a case where there's an interference or where the match is won or lost by disqualification, because that will piss me the fuck off. But that's about it. It was a good show, definitely a really entertaining show. Next week we'll have to see how it all goes down. Thank you for watching, and as far as a certain majority of fan base goes being pissed off by Cody being in TNA, fuck you, because we have him now. WWE waste him, you're pissed off. Like seriously, we have him now, so fuck you. We're gonna do things better with him, okay? And you get to watch, or you could just sit back and complain every time you watch a Raw show or SmackDown show, because that's what you do. Every time you watch SmackDown or NXT, you complain again and again and again. Well, thankfully that's not the case with us TNA fans, because we fucking love what they are doing right now. So, too sweet me, motherfucker. See you next week.